Good evening, friends. Today I have a nice little easy listening topic for you. It's about metal go woke. And why I have personally a problem with the whole thing when rock and roll go woke. It doesn't feel right.
Cool.
If it doesn't upset people, it's
Yeah.
not rock music. It
Right,
has to upset
right.
the church, it has to upset your parents,
Right.
has to upset the school system.
You know what I mean? It doesn't feel right. So I have two examples for you. It is a German band, the band called Electric Callboy nowadays. And I have, obviously, Thy Art is Murder. So let's start with Thy Art is Murder. I really think that the most of you people out there who watches my channel are not quite familiar with the band Thy Art is Murder. They're kind of a deathcore band. They kicked their latest vocalist for having opinions on other people. So I really don't want to go deep down in the case of CJ McMahon and what happened to Thy Art is Murder, and that he was replaced behind his back because of his statement that he posted on social media. The reason why he was kicked out of the band was obviously he provoked the woke community. Here starts my problem. Nowadays in rock and roll and all the bands want to go big time. They want to go famous. And the last thing that they want to have is some member of the band who is kind of like a little bit cocky and speak out his mind. Even though that these could end up in trouble. Bands nowadays are not a kind of team anymore. So if you say something when you are in a successful band, if you say something, you don't have your brother's backs. You don't have it because you get replaced pretty quickly. Because it's not about the band foundation anymore. It's not about the coming together type shit. No. It's you step out the line, you'll be fired immediately, which is kind of stupid because rock and roll and metal is rebellious music. And I constantly ask myself, did the guys from Thy Art is Murder ever listen to the lyrics of this band? Because the lyrics are quite controversy. The thing that CJ McMahon posted was kind of controversy, so it fits the narrative. The band decided to replace him behind his back, and the dude finds out over social media that he was kicked out of the band. It's a pretty shit move. It's a pretty shit move, but it shows nowadays how the metal community, I would say the broader kind of metal community is or bands are working right now. If you are some underground band or some band was in black metal or whatever, they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. They don't chase the thing to be famous, or they don't chase to be in every social media outlet as the poster boys of whatever. No, they want to stay in their own niche, and that's okay with them. But if you seeking success, you step over bodies. And it's kind of like, I really think so. So I'm 44 years old. So I know the rebel times of rock and roll and heavy metal. So, and they don't give a shit about anything. And that was the core of what makes this music interesting, because they were kind of like a solid foundation of a couple of guys, and everything was fine. And if someone stepped out of the line, they pulled them back and everything was okay. For me personally, I would handle this situation a little bit different. If I would be in a band, and I was in bands more than 20 years, so if I would be in a band and some of my companions in this band did something really shitty, the last thing I would think about is how I can kick this guy out. It's a bandmate. It's a bandmate. It's a brother. You can't kick him out for doing one step in a pile of shit. No, what I would do, I would post a statement. I would say, this dude made a mistake. Okay, and none of y'all have the right to judge this guy, because you are no angelic entity with no dirt on your boots. You don't have the right to judge. So this guy made a mistake. Get over it. But woke bands nowadays, They totally bow down to the woke community and to the cancel culture. And please don't hurt us. We're playing the hard guys on stage, but when push comes to shove, we kick everyone out just to please you. That the woke community is in their comfort zone, and everything is fine now. So we kicked them. We sacrificed the dude for a greater good, for the woke community. Fuck them. Really fuck them. So, another problem that I have with woke bands, I could go on for days, but my second thing is I'm a German, and I was kind of like not a fan of the music from Electric Callboy, but they have some kind of party hits. So when you got a little bit hammered and some songs like Hyper comes up, so I was totally freaked out. I said, yeah. It was totally awesome, but it's just like Schlager. It's practically like Schlager. So I'm coming from a black metal and goth background, and sometimes when you get caught in a situation when you got a little bit hammered and some Zillertaler Schürzenjäger comes up on the fucking PA. You caught yourself up dancing, just like even when you're nodding with your head. So that's fun. So I was not basically a fan of the guys, but I listened to a couple of songs of them. Back in the days, they used to call themselves Eskimo Callboy, not Electric Callboy. But in some period of a time, they decided to change their name in Electric Callboy. They said something about that, this kind of name is not good, it's not appropriate, and things like that. And I thought, why? Do you think that an Eskimo had a really big problem with your band or what? I don't know, and I don't think so. But they thought, okay, we go from Eskimo Callboy to Electric Callboy because we don't want to have any trouble with the woke community. So it's for me, it seems like that. And it's a pretty weak standpoint, because as a rock and metal band or whatever, why do you care? Are you really that interested if some keyboard warrior sit in front of his fucking computer and fucking typing shit about you? Are you worried about that? So for me, it's rock and roll. If you keep your name and keep your band members, I would flip the bird 1,000 times at idiots who complain about, oh, you can't call your name Eskimo Callboy. That's racist. I would say, fucking get a job, you really? That's the reason why I'm not into modern metal nowadays. I really stepped away from this metal thing because most of the bands try to be politically correct all the time. So, folks, that was my rant about woke metal and woke rock and roll. It's not important what the woke community says. The woke community is a shithole. Fuck them. Remind yourself that you are a rock and roller and you do rebellious music. Don't let you lead like a fucking bull on a nose ring because of some idiots sitting at home fucking playing the keyboard woke warrior and try to fucking kill bands because of their name or something like that, or some band member said something or whatever. It's pure stupidity. It is my opinion. I can't be wrong. You can have another opinion. I totally respect that. If you like my channel, please leave a like, subscribe. See you next time.